My name's Dallin. This is Lita. I was born pretty much on the road. I moved 14 times by the time I was 7, and I think the road is just part of me. So when it hit and there were still no jobs around, we hit the road. We were up in Tehachapi in Kern County, East Kern County. That's where she was born, and it was during, and we had gotten the unemployment check. We hit the road. And so she's been on pretty much every dirt road from the border of Mexico to Mount Whitney. And that was the majority of the time that we spent until about 6 months ago when the car finally died. It's really difficult to find a place that will accept animals. And, we looked a lot, but I couldn't find a place that was cheap enough with our budget and that would still take animals. And so that's why we ran the car into the ground. And then even after the car broke down, we still stayed in it for 2.5, 3 months, and slowly wore out the rest of our funds. And then the car was towed, and so we were on foot for a while. And the streets are not a healthy place for anybody. And that's like understatement of the century. The streets are rough. Really, really rough. There were times that I didn't eat that she did. As long as she's healthy, I feel like I'm gonna make it, But there were a couple times that I was hungry instead of her, and that was always gratifying. Seeing her eat and seeing her happy was enough for me. Having her since the day she was born, and being in the car in such close quarters, and since we didn't have a job at the time, it was just 100% of our time together. And that's really, I know people say it all the time, it's a cliche, but she saved me, she adopted me. I don't know if we would have made it, or if I would have made it without her. Separation was not an option. It was either we're gonna be on the streets together, or we're gonna find a place together. And my family helped us find La Posada, which was the only place anywhere that would even consider having her. She's like the emotional support animal of La Posada right now. Every single morning she gets up and walks every single bed, checks on everybody, and then comes back to me like everybody's okay. And then every single night, same thing. Like, and if somebody's not feeling well, one of the residents has got terminal cancer, and every night she goes and checks on him. I can see how much it brightens his spirit. And so La Posada giving us a place to have home base as we get sort of back on the map of society has been critical. But it's extremely difficult to get all that stuff done. I don't know if it's even possible to do on the street. I think I've put on 25 pounds since I've been here. And I'm not a big dude, but as you could tell, we didn't eat a whole lot. Them allowing her to be here with me makes all the difference. Though it might not be in English, she'll thank you with her kisses. We're to say extremely grateful is an understatement. We will never forget, the people and, the services and, just the support. And it kept my family together.